Anna, tired from a long day at work, boards the crowded bus and sits by the window lost in thought. As the bus moves, she notices an older man standing nearby, looking weary. Without thinking much of it, Anna offers him her seat. The man hesitates, then accepts with a small, thankful smile. As he settles into the seat, Anna feels a strange unease. His eyes linger on her for a moment too long, making her feel like he's studying her, but she brushes it off, attributing it to her exhaustion. The man starts a casual conversation, asking about her day. He mentions specific details that she hasn't shared with anyone, making her wonder if he's overheard something or knows more than he should. His calm, almost hypnotic tone is oddly comforting, but his words of "I've been waiting for you" send a chill down her spine. The statement feels too familiar, too heavy. As Anna steps off the bus at her stop, she feels an unsettling connection to the man. His cryptic words and lingering gaze echo in her mind, but she tries to ignore them until she starts noticing him in places she frequents. The encounter, though brief, has planted a seed of unease in her, and she can't shake the feeling that something isn't right. Over the next few days, Anna can't shake the strange feeling from her bus encounter. She begins to notice small, unsettling things, like seeing the man in the background of her favorite coffee shop or standing across the street when she leaves her apartment. Each time, he doesn't approach her or make any direct contact, but his presence lingers. It's as if he's always just within sight, watching. Anna tells herself it's just a coincidence, but the repetition of these encounters feels too intentional. Her curiosity gets the better of her, and she starts researching the man. She scours online records, using vague details like his appearance and the few things he mentioned on the bus. Anna finds a name that seems familiar: Raymond Calloway. It's a common name, but something about it tugs at her memory. She finds an old news article about a missing person case linked to that name, detailing the mysterious disappearance of a man years ago. As she digs deeper, Anna starts connecting dots. Raymond Calloway was presumed dead after the incident, yet his name and face seem to be haunting her in the present. Her discomfort grows, and she can't ignore the eerie possibility that the man on the bus is somehow tied to this unsolved mystery. Unable to ignore her growing unease, Anna decides to confront Raymond. One evening, while walking through a park near her apartment, she spots him sitting on a bench, staring out at the trees. Her heart races as she approaches him, her pulse quickening. The moment feels charged, as if something significant is about to happen. She calls out to him, her voice shaky but firm. "Who are you, really?" Raymond turns slowly, his gaze locking onto hers. There's a sadness in his eyes, but also something darker, almost calculating. He doesn't respond immediately, instead studying Anna with an intensity that sends a shiver down her spine. After a long pause, he speaks in a calm, almost detached tone. "I've been waiting for you." His words are eerily similar to what he had said on the bus, but this time they carry a deeper weight. Anna demands answers. Who is he, and why has he been following her? Raymond doesn't give a direct answer. Instead, he simply says, "You don't remember, do you?" His cryptic words suggest that there's something Anna has forgotten, something from her past that links them. As the tension mounts, Anna feels a chilling realization. This encounter is more than just coincidence. Raymond's presence is tied to a darker part of her past, one that she has no memory of. The weight of Raymond's words lingers with Anna as she leaves the park, her mind racing. At night, she can't sleep. His cryptic statement, "You don't remember, do you?" echoes in her thoughts. What does he mean? What could she have forgotten? She pulls out old family albums, trying to recall anything that might connect her to Raymond. As she flips through the pages, a photo catches her eye, an image from her childhood, a family picnic. There in the background stands Raymond, looking younger, but unmistakably the same. Her heart skips a beat. How could she not remember him? She digs deeper, using online records to trace his past. A news article pops up about a tragic car accident from years ago. The article mentions Raymond Calloway as one of the victims. However, the article also notes something odd. His body was never found, and the case was left unsolved. The implication is chilling. Raymond was presumed dead, but somehow he's alive. Anna begins to piece together a chilling truth. Raymond isn't just a stranger. He's someone from her past, someone linked to her family. But how? Why is he back now, and what does he want from her? As Anna delves deeper into the past, she uncovers shocking details that hint at her family's involvement in the tragic accident years ago. She learns that her father, a successful businessman, was allegedly at the scene of the crash, but his actions afterward were suspiciously vague. Anna begins to question everything she thought she knew about her family: the accident, the missing body, and Raymond's return. There's a dark secret tied to her family's past, and Raymond seems to know all of it. In a moment of doubt, Anna reaches out to her mother for answers, but her mother's reaction is immediate and defensive. She warns Anna to stay away from Raymond, to forget everything. Her mother's voice trembles, a hint of fear in her words. The more Anna presses, the more her mother shuts down, refusing to say anything else. Torn between her loyalty to her family and her need to uncover the truth, Anna is left at a crossroads. Her growing suspicion is matched by an overwhelming fear. If Raymond's story is true, it could unravel everything she thought was real. The weight of the decision hangs heavy on her. Should she confront her family with the truth or protect them from the secrets that might tear them apart? Anna, now consumed by both fear and determination, decides to meet Raymond again. She arranges a meeting at a secluded cafe, hoping for some clarity on the disturbing revelation she's uncovered. When she arrives, Raymond is already there, waiting in the corner, his piercing gaze fixed on her as she walks in. His expression is unreadable, but his eyes seem to hold a mix of sadness and expectation. Anna wastes no time. She demands the truth. Why is he back, and what does he want from her family? Raymond finally opens up, revealing that he was not just a victim of the accident, he was part of a cover-up. He tells Anna that her father had been responsible for the crash, which was no accident. Raymond had been an eyewitness and instead of being helped, had been left to die. His survival, he explains, is a result of a desperate series of events, including an unlikely rescue that kept him alive but isolated for years. As Raymond speaks, Anna feels a shift inside her, the weight of guilt and betrayal crashing down. Her father, the man she looked up to, was involved in something dark and unforgivable. The truth about her family's involvement in the cover-up is more than she ever imagined. Anna sits in stunned silence, the weight of Raymond's revelation sinking in. Her mind races, struggling to comprehend the magnitude of what she's learned. Her father, the man who had always been her rock, was responsible for the accident that changed both his life and Raymond's forever. The shock is almost too much to bear. Anna grapples with conflicting emotions, betrayal, anger, and a deep sense of confusion. How could her family hide such a dark secret for so long? Raymond, sensing her inner turmoil, doesn't push her for an answer. Instead, he leaves her with a simple question: what will you do with this truth? Anna's gaze falters as she considers the consequences. If she exposes the truth, her family will be shattered. Her father, once a respected man in the community, would be disgraced. Her entire life would change, and she fears that revealing the past would tear her apart too. But if she protects them, she would be complicit in their lie. Living a life built on deception, the guilt of hiding the truth would haunt her forever. Knowing that Raymond's suffering has never been fully acknowledged or addressed, she wonders if she has the strength to confront the people she loves most. After days of agonizing over her decision, Anna finally decides that the truth must come out. She can no longer live with the weight of the secrets her family has kept, nor can she allow Raymond's suffering to be in vain. She arranges to meet her father, determined to confront him about his involvement in the accident. Her heart pounds as she prepares for the moment that could tear her world apart. When Anna confronts her father, his reaction is not one of surprise, but of deep regret. He admits to everything: the accident, the cover-up, and the terrible choices he made to protect himself and the family's reputation. He pleads with her to understand, explaining how he thought he could bury the past and shield her from the truth. But Anna, heartbroken, refuses to forgive him. She can no longer look at him the same way. The betrayal stings too much. Raymond, too, has been waiting for this moment. He meets Anna one final time to hear her decision, understanding that whatever happens next will define both their futures. He tells her that exposing the truth is the only way to free them all from the past, but it will come with consequences neither of them can predict. Anna takes a deep breath as she prepares to expose the truth. She writes a letter to the authorities detailing the events of the accident and the cover-up her father orchestrated. She also reaches out to the media, knowing that once the story is out, there's no turning back. The weight of the decision presses heavily on her shoulders, but she is resolute. No longer will she carry the burden of silence. The truth breaks like a storm. Her father is arrested, and the community reacts with shock and anger. Friends and family turn away, and Anna feels the sting of isolation. Her relationship with her mother deteriorates as well, as her mother is devastated by the revelations and refuses to support her. Anna's world, once stable and familiar, is now shattered. Raymond, though, stands by her. He offers her a shoulder to lean on, understanding the cost of this truth more than anyone. While the community reacts with hostility, Anna finds solace in knowing that she has done the right thing, even if it means losing everything she once held dear.